Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. We have seen our life in three dimensions. First dimension is we live as the body, for the body, on everybody. So how do we live in this world? In a way that ultimately we have a conclusion. The only way to know how to live in this world is satsanga. Many of us get carried away by these things. Maharaji, Ashirwad karo, touch my head and spoil your hand. See? These things will not help. We have to be very distinctly clear that all the problems are only because of wrong, erroneous, confused thinking. See? Therefore, these things are sorted out only in satsanga. So, satsangatve nisangatvam, nisangatve nirmohatvam. Moha is the mistaken identity. See? What we think we are and actually what we are. See? I think that I am a husband, wife, brother, father, mother, sister, etc. But in fact, what I am a man or a woman. But we forget our basis of being man or woman and get carried away by these superimposed entities, and that we take as real. Therefore, all the problems can be solved only by proper thinking. See. Then the question comes, what about health problems and all that? The health belongs to whom? To the body. See. Bhagavan Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, toward the end of his life, he was having some problem, cancerous growth in his throat. So the devotees used to tell that Thakurji, why don't you talk to mother, she will take care of you. Why don't you ask her to relieve you from the pain? And he used to tell, I don't have pain. So what the devotees were looking at him was as a body. But what he was knowing himself to be the self. Therefore, this point I told you. To have pain in the body is one thing, and to become painful is another thing. To have the miseries in life is one thing, and to become miserable is another thing. This we have to correct ourselves. Nobody can do it for us. Therefore, these points are brought out only in the satsanga. See, the first day I told you, what are we seeking in life? Happiness. Now, anything you seek in life, it will be limited. Instead of seeking happiness, why not we give it a try, express happiness? See? So, through the body, whatever we are doing, do it happily, you are realized. When we are to talk happily, you are realized. When you are thinking, think happily, you are realized. Realization is not something that you get two horns and a tail, now he is realized. No. How we are able to manage ourselves in this world, in spite of everything, that is spiritual practice. And after having said this, now we enter the next area. If we see our life is only one thing we have done till date, and that is try to fulfill our desires. Desires can never be fulfilled. You complete one desire, second will come up. You finish the second desire, third will come up. And the whole life we have only tried to fulfill desires, but we failed, and yet we have not understood. See, therefore, this point is now taken. So this body who is struggling to fulfill the desire is called as the jiva or the soul. See, it is the father who wants the things to happen to his son in a particular way, not the man. It is the wife who wants that the husband should be like this and this. So the desires are associated with the individuality, a limited personality. And therefore, two things, if you want to summarize the whole spiritual practice, only two things. Number one, freedom from body identification. And number two, freedom from the notion that we are a soul in this body. But because of this karma kanda, yoga, upasana, it has gone so deep in our head, we don't want to get out of it. And therefore, papoham, papakarmaham, I am a sinner, I don't want to go to hell. You are a papi, you have to go to hell. Nobody can stop you. But find out, who are you? See, friends, the second part is now taken by Bhagavan Shankaracharya. Vayasi gate kaha kama vikaraha, shushke nire kaha kasaraha, kshine vitte kaha parivaraha, jnate tatve kaha samsaraha. Three examples are given. Vayasi gate kaha kama vikaraha. When we cross a particular age in our life, then the urge for the kama desire is naturally quietened. We don't have to do anything. It dies away. Similarly, shushke nire kaha kasaraha. If there are no waters, it cannot be called as a lake. Similarly, kshine vitte kaha parivaraha. When you have no money with you, everybody goes away from you. No parivara. In the same manner, jnate tatve kaha samsaraha. When you come to discover your divine nature, samsara disappears. This we have to clearly understand. But instead of focusing attention on this, we spend our whole life on only fulfilling the desires. There is a friend of mine, here only, very high military officer, retired. He asked me this question. Swamiji, do you believe in the Kundali? He was born such and such date, and then these are the graha, and in the lagna there is Rahu and Ketu and all kinds of things which I don't understand. So he asked me, Swamiji, what is your opinion? I said, look here, I have not studied that science, I have no opinion. No, but I believe. I said, then believe. Belief has no logic, you believe. But why it is praised in the scriptures? I said, I do not know on that topic. Yet if you want me to talk, I will tell you. This example I gave. I said, I give one example. If you understand, well and good. If you don't forget about it. I said, I went with my friend in a car somewhere. From Philadelphia to this place I came. So the car was driven by him. I was a passenger. Now the traffic rules are applied for whom? For the driver or for the passenger? In the same manner, till such time you consider yourself to be the doer, the jiva, papoham papakarmaham, you will be affected by all the grahas in your life. But if you refuse, then these kundalini etc. has no place for you. There was a great master in Maharashtra, Gondavlekar Maharaj, maybe about 150-200 years before. And he was he used to give a very simple thing, Ram Nam, only keep on chanting Sri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram, Sri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. One Kundali person came who was seeing all the charts of the people and tell. And they were very happy, yes, what you told is true, everything. Then he came to Mahatma. Namaskar, Chamatkar. And then Mahatma ji asked, can you see also one more Kundali? Yes, Maharaj, you tell me. From his seat, from below the seat, he took out one paper, dilapidated and showed. He said, this is the Kundali, please check. He checked it. He said, this man cannot be alive. This man must be on the road beggar. This man must be suffering from millions of diseases. How it is possible that this man can be alive? All negative is told. But he said, who is that man? He said, I am that man. Now, he was running dozens of annakshetra. According to chart, he was supposed to die without food. He was running Annakshetra free, where he didn't have a place to stay. But there were many ashrams built in his name. Because to whom these relative rules are applied is only to the one who has this notion that I am a soul, last life, this life, next life. Forget about it. See? Jnate tatve kaha samsara. Now this principle which is told in our scriptures, last life we have done something wrong, therefore in this life we are suffering, and we do something wrong, next life we will suffer. What does it mean? What is the understanding? Understanding is, before this body was born, we were there. In this body we are. When this body is burnt away, after death, we continue to be. So what should be the understanding? We are continuous, unbroken existence. Who is born? Who died? But all the time buried. And therefore, such books are sold in millions. Life after death. And people ask us also, Swamiji, please don't make a fun of me and don't quote my example in your talks. I said, even if I quote, I will not tell your name. Then the question was, Swamiji, what happens after death? I said, first of all, I have no experience, so I cannot tell you. The second thing I can tell you is, when you are alive, has anything happened? What happens after death? You are alive, has anything happened? Even then, what happens? I said, okay, even then, the people who are alive, they will be happy. Thank God, Gaya. See, friends, don't get carried away by these wrong notions, and therefore, Jnate tatve kaha samsara. If this point will click, I tell you, you have taken a long leap on the spiritual path. And what is that one point? As a man, I am free. As a son, as a husband, as a father, I am miserable. And all these three guys are nowhere. Can you separate out the husband from the man? Now, how much time, energy, efforts will be required for the husband to be a man? See? But who is miserable? This non-existing entity called as husband. The more we understand these facts of life, net result will be, we will take life lightly. Don't become serious on any issue. That is the only way to lead life. Therefore, Jnate tatve kaha samsaraha. Then ma kurudhanajana yauvana garvam harati nimeshat kalah sarvam maya mayamidam akhilam hitvam brahma padam tvam pravisha viditva bhaja govindam bhaja govindam. Now where we are lost in this world? We are lost in this. I have this done this thing, this is my success, I had so many things, I had done this thing, blah 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 blah. You will see, these are the things worth observing and learning from that. You will see 99% cases, we talk to the people around us when they have never asked us anything. One example I will give you. This is just an example, it is not the reality. Don't catch me by my collar. One day a person asked me, Swamiji, how are you? You are sitting all alone, don't you get bored? Tell something. Then I said, okay, I'll tell you, but don't tell anybody, okay? Because you are my good friend, I am telling you. When I ran away from the jail, because I was charged murder charges, but somehow I ran away. Then what to do? Then I became a Babaji. Now I am safe. But don't tell anybody, okay? I told you because you are my close friend. He had also one close friend. He also had one close friend. He also had one close friend. And ultimately one close friend came and told me, Swamiji, what people are talking about you? Where from it started? See, Akhanda Mandalakaram Vyaptam Yena Characharam. We only begin our story. Therefore, this point I told you number of times. Real spiritual practice is don't talk about your past. Past belongs to the body, not to us. And when we talk about our past, we keep our identification with the body intact. See, anywhere you go, the same story, nothing new. See, recently in Calcutta I was, maybe a few years before. So, went to one Gujarati house for food. And one old person, maybe Dadaji, Nanaji, he came. And I did, Namaskar Dadaji, how are you? First question, Swamiji, where are you from? Now that was the Gujarati house with Bhagwan Krishna, a nice temple inside the house. So when I can play fool very easily. So when I saw they are Krishna Bhakta, then where are you from? Oh, I am from Vrindavan. This is the way to survive. So, oh, you are from Vrindavan? I said, yes. How lucky you are, you stay in Vrindavan and all that. But you know, Vrindavan has changed so much. About 50 years before, it was so different. Then I said, Babaji, come here. I took him near the sink to wash the hands. There is a mirror. I said, look into the mirror. Yes. I said, 50 years before, was it the same? Think. We are all the time carrying this burden of strong personality. Try this. And to try this, one simple technique, which I told you already. Before we talk to anybody on any theme, any topic, ask a question to yourself. Is it necessary to talk? No need. But we have to open our kundali. Therefore, ma kuru dhanajana yauvana garvam. What is the meaning of garva? The arrogance of prosperity or poverty, friendship or enemies. What is the meaning? Meaning we are still living at the body level. Then, harati nimeshat kala sarvam. In a fraction of a moment, everything disappears. Therefore, maya mayam idam akhilam hitva. Be attentive. There was one friend, were probably in California, many years before. When I landed there, he told me, he came to receive me on the airport, probably at LA or San Francisco. He said, Swamiji, I am your fan and I want to tell you, I know what is heaven. I said, very good, continue. Don't you ask what is heaven? I said, no, I don't know. Because I don't want to be Swargavasi. I want to remain here only. Then he started telling about himself. See, I have got a beautiful wife. I have got 2 lovely kids. I have got so much of money that my 10 generations can survive. We are all healthy. No problem. Now, what is more than this? Heaven, heaven, heaven. I said, yes, you are perfectly right. We reach home. The place I have to stay, in some other place I was staying. So he said, Swamiji, I will come in the evening. I said, please come. He came in the evening. Ganga, Yamuna, Saraswati. So I asked him, hey, Swargavasi, how are you? Because you are coming from heaven. He started crying. Swamiji, what happened? When I went home, I got a call that I am no more coming home. You can keep the kids. I have found out my ways. I have sorted out all the legal matters. And he was so frustrated. Now what should I do? And very miserable. Then I asked him, if you want to get out of it, I got only one solution. Think properly. Now this event of separation has happened between you and your wife together, is it not? Or she separated separately and you separated separately? No. Now 2 of you, she decided to separate. Very good. The next point. Is she miserable? No. You are miserable. Now find out why you are miserable and she is not miserable, although the event is common for both of them. He said, I don't know, I just can't think. I said, I am thinking for you. You know why she is not miserable, why you are miserable? She has rejected you, and you are getting rejected. Change the position. You reject her, who cares? And be happy. Friends, before the world rejects us, before the world kicks us, quit. See? But we keep on holding on to this world. Lead only to express happiness. Therefore, Maya Mayamidam Akhilam Buddha. See? All this world is nothing but only this. All these things appear, come and go. Don't become serious about any event of life. See? थोड़े गम है, थोड़ी खुशियाँ, ये जीवन है. Don't get rejected in this world. You reject the world. Don't we do that in deep sleep? You may have wonderful house and all AC and all comforts, but ultimately, when you reject that, then only you are happy. So how do you reject this world? Maya mayamidam akhilam buddhva. This relative world appears but doesn't exist. Now see, what is the meaning of this? Whenever something is recognized as an appearance, an illusion, what is our attitude towards illusion or appearance? Take for example, the mirage waters. Mirage waters appear. Have we ever thought, let me taste the mirage water? Have we ever tried to improve the mirage waters? Meaning what? Whenever we recognize something as an illusion, an appearance, there cannot be any desire for the illusory object. See? The rainbow we see, beautiful rainbow. Do we ever feel, let me take a piece of the rainbow, give it to my daughter? No. Because we have recognized it is an illusion. Exactly the same way. Therefore, the word is relative. They are not absolute. And from the relative, we want absolute happiness, a total contradiction in terms. Therefore, Maya Mayamidam Akhilam Buddhva. This world has always been like this. There is nothing new in this world. We are here only to express joy under all conditions. See? Therefore, Maya Mayamidam Akhilam Hitva Brahma Padam Tvam Pravisha Viditva. And then only you will come back to your divine self. And what is the divine self? We become an instrument through which the divine expresses in his full glory. And the full glory of the divine is only bliss, not blisters. What we express is the blisters, not the bliss. Therefore, now the life start is further elaborated. Dinayaminya swayam prata shishir vasantam punarayataha kala kridate gacchati ayu tadapina munchati ashavayu. Now from here the next theme is taken. So many days and years have gone. This is the story of the time. Dinayaminyo sayam prataha, day, night, morning, evening, shishira vasanto, all the seasons of the year, they come and go. And in this manner, kala kridati gacchati ayu. See? The time is playing with us. See? Kala kridati gacchati ayu. Tadapina munchati ashavayu. And yet, ashavayu, the gas trouble of desire. You know, one place I remember, very funny thing. One teacher, young teacher, he joined some school. And during their some break, there is a teacher's room. So there all the teachers, when they don't have a class, they will go and sit and do something, read something. So there was one old teacher like me, and there was a young teacher who joined the school recently, maybe hardly 15 days and also. So this old teacher had a gas trouble, and therefore he was very vocal about it. So he sat, vocal means I don't know what word to use about it. So he sat and did his job comfortably. And this young teacher looked at him. And the old teacher says, Beta, what to do? I have got gas trouble, Asha Vayu. The young boy said, the teacher said, Uncle, you have gas trouble, we have. See? Our desire is a trouble for others. Tadapi namunchati asha vayu. There is no end. Therefore, yesterday I told you, the ultimate in spiritual life is Yada sarve pramuchante kama yasya hridishritaha. When we live at a zero desire level, and we do live in deep sleep, we have no desire. Are we not there? Are we not happy? See, desire fulfillment is the only project we are carrying in our whole life. We have to drop that. I want this, I want that. Enough is enough. Therefore, one technique I tell you, try. Spend every day just few minutes to begin with. Sit wherever you are sitting, except while driving. Then simply stop talking to yourself and listen silence. The virus of desire will die away. Give it a try. I have given a name to this yoga. This is my special yoga. I gave it a name, commode yoga. In the morning when you sit, land on your commode, that time, till the job is done, don't talk to yourself. That is the time we are planning for the whole year. Give it a try. Just don't talk to yourself. And second thing, listen to silence. Like the ice cube dissolves in the water without making a noise, in the same manner, the mind dissolves in pure consciousness without making a noise. Like ice and water are water only, in the same manner, mind and consciousness are consciousness only. Mind without desires is consciousness. Consciousness with the desire is mind. Water with a shape is ice. Ice without the shape is water. See, tadapi namunchati asha pindam. Even then, we are keeping away all the time this desire. Therefore, we have to learn from our mind. We have to get rid of I want this. See? Now how to do that? One or two techniques. First of all, give yourself a zero choice. Where from? You know, there is one organ which is two in one, and that is our tongue. In Sanskrit, it is called as jivha and rasana. For talking, tongue is called as jivha, and for tasting, tongue is called as rasana. So this is one organ. If we have control over this, control over taste and eating, and second, control over talking. See? But here also very important. Like you all must have read the life history of Bhagavan Ramana Maharshi. Many people have this notion, Bhagavan Ramana Maharshi was observing moon for 18 years. No. He had nothing to talk. Do we discuss about the mirage water? Hey, that day when I went there, mirage water was so lovely, yaar, and such love. No, we don't talk. Because it's just an appearance. But a person who doesn't know, or the deer who doesn't know, will run after that mirage waters. Tadapine munchati asha pindam. Therefore, Kate kanta dhanagata chinta vatula kim tava naste niyanta Trijagati sajjana sangati reka bhavati bhavarnava tarane nauka bhaja govindam. Kate kanta dhanagata chinta. Why are you so much worried about your relations and possessions? These are the two burdens we all carry with us. Possessions and relations. Try to observe and analyze. Whenever we talk to anybody, these are the only two topics. Possessions and relations. Now don't bring this topic into your discussion. Now try to talk. What we will talk? About the government, which is an illusion. About the weather. Oh, it is too much, It is 103. Oh, 103. But I thought such discussions don't create sin and merit. See? Therefore, kahate kanta dhanagata chinta, wife, children, husband, brother, father, mother, enough of them, enough. There is one sampradaya you may be knowing, Swami Narayan Sampradaya. For them, those who become sannyasi, they call them sadhu. The sadhus have got 5 rules. One rule is they do not put on the stitched clothes. Only the cloth is wrapped around. Second thing, they do not take the food separately. All the food is put in one kind of a ball, mixed together, and it is consumed. Then the third thing is, they do not touch money. The fourth thing is, they do not talk to ladies or do not even touch them or don't look at it. Fourth. And fifth one, they keep zero contact with their relations. No WhatsApp, no Telegram, no phone, no email, no nothing. See? This is the meaning here. Kate kanta dhanagata chinta. Vatula means, oh you arrogantly stupid one, Vatula kim tava naste niyanta. Do you think the upar wala so raha hai? See friends, one more point I'll tell you. Devotees are not coming under the law of karma. Law of karma is applied only to the non-devotees. See? Because who are the karmakandi? They have to take the sankalpa. I had to do this. So I am the doer. But for the devotee, it is the Lord's will. All that is happening in my life, He is controlling. That is essential for us. The day you take this attitude in life, what will happen? We'll stop reacting in life. See? Accept the world as it is. See? The moment we exercise choice, samsara is born. Vatula kim tava naste niyanta trijagati sajjana sangati eka. In these 3 worlds, there is but one way, sajjana sangati. Go to satsanga again and again, again and again. Yesterday I received one WhatsApp call. Swamiji, you told that we should read the life stories of the great masters. According to your advice, I started reading. But then I was feeling so low. See how they lived and I am not doing anything. I am good for nothing. I said, this is a good beginning. Continue reading. One day you will come to discover. Reading the stories of God cannot inspire you. This I learned from your children. In one place, when I was talking to kids, so that was my first time exposure to conduct satsang before the children. So I said, now what to talk to the children? So I started telling them the story of Dhruva. The moment I started, one child said, it is impossible to stand on one leg and hands up and do japa. I can't stand on 2 legs. It's not possible. So you can't reject the child's argument. I said, all right. Then I started, okay, let me tell you Prahlad's story. And when I started Prahlad's story, he said, no, my dad is not like that. My dad is very good. Tell something different. Then I said, now what to tell these fellows? Okay, then I told Bhagwan Krishna's story, Bala Leela. When he was so small, he with the left small little finger, he lifted the Govardhan mountain on his head. They started laughing. What? Swamiji, when we lift the small finger, we go to bathroom. Where is that place to take it up we can't do that. I said, then what you want me to tell? Tell something what you have experienced. From that day onwards, I don't tell any stories from the Puranas. He is my Guru. Therefore, learn from your experiences. See? And therefore, what we have to learn from our every experience. So through that lady who spoke to me that I am reading the stories of the great Mahatmas, but I feel so low that I am doing nothing, I am good for nothing. I said, this is a good beginning. Don't stop it. You will understand one day, all the great masters, they lived in the same world. They function on the same time scale. They have gone to the same political turmoils. They have had the same economic crunches as we. What is new? Yet they could be so great. We can be. If God is great, so what? He has to be great. But we have to. Therefore, we have to ascend. Gods are avatar, they descend. Then we go and take their support. Oh Lord, please help me. But the help will come if we have put efforts. Without putting efforts, we go to the Lord, then we become lazy. No. See? Therefore, Tri Jagati Sajjana Sangati Rekam Bhavati Bhavarnava Tarane Navka. Then only we will go through this world cheerfully and happily. Only one thing if you can practice, keep an eye on the quality of your mind. In other words, mind your mind. Take care. Before we take up any job, mind must be at peace. When we are executing the job, mind must be at peace. When the job is over, mind continues to be at peace. No agitations. This is what we call mind your mind. See? This I learnt from a barber in Lucknow. Many years before, I was staying with my friend, and he was a laziest of the highest order. Morning, winter summer time, I got up as usual, finished my bath and everything, and I was having a cup of tea. 9 o'clock in the morning, he was still sleeping. So the barber came, and then he used to shave my friend. He will never shave himself. Barber will come and shave. Now also UP you go, they do like that. So barber called, Babaji, aajao. He took out his head out of the quilt and continued. So the barber did whitewash, and thereafter he took that ustara blade, and he was sharpening, 5 times, 10 times, 20 times. Thereafter, he took the belt, and then there also he was doing. I said, come on, yaar, finish quickly. How long will you take? He stopped. He said, have you ever shaved? I said, no. You will not understand. I said, then make me understand. He said, look here. If I have to use this instrument, it is my responsibility to maintain the correct quality of sharpness. Sharpness required for shaving and sharpness required for cutting a tree is of different quality. The barber taught me. In the same manner, the sharpness required for living in this relative world, cheating others and making our things right, that sharpness is different. And the sharpness required for the spiritual path is totally different. See? And that sharpness can come only by satsanga. There is no other way. Then we will be able to reread our life. See, if you look back and see, in Mundukopanishad a mantra comes, Parikshalokan karmachitan brahmanaha nirvedamayat nasti akrutaha krutena tad vijnanartham gurumeva vigachet samit panihi shrotriyam brahmanishtam. Parikshalokan karmachitan. Pause, like here you got a stop sign, stop, look and then proceed. In the same manner, take a pause, look back, what we have achieved till date. Have we discovered fulfillment in our life? Or are we carrying the burden of regrets, frustration, anger, arrogance of success and the bitterness of failure? Is this life? Then, if we re-evaluate our life, then Upanishad says, Nirvedamayat. You will definitely have dispassion towards the worldly things and beings. See? Then what is to be done? Tad vijnanartham gurumeva vigachet. Then listen to satsanga. But in satsanga also we get attracted toward doing something. So we go somewhere and do the yoga, pranayam, this kriya, that kriya, and we feel we are in the right. No, all the problems are because of wrong thinking. Correct the thinking, your problems are not solved, they are dissolved. See, friends. Therefore, Sajjana Sangati Rekha. So, Trijagati Sajjana Sangati Rekha Bhavati Bhavarnavatarane Nauka. To go through this ocean of transmigration, we can get out only by proper understanding. Up to the ego, the Karma Kanda, Yoga and the Upasana tell us that we are one in the body, you are other. As many bodies, so many jivas. But we don't go further. Like when we are told, what is Brahman, Satyam, Jnanam, Anantam, Brahma, Yo Veda Nihitam Guhayam, Parame Vyomanna. So Brahma is what? Satchidananda, we are told. Very good. Now what is Jiva? We don't inquire what is Jiva. Inquire what is Jiva. See, if you have to explain what is the reflection in the mirror, how will you explain? Original face plus a reflecting media, the mirror, and the reflection in the mirror. These three things together constitute the reflection, is it not? In the same manner, whatever I am, see, husband, wife, mother, father, brother, sister. So how can I be husband? I as a man, reflecting media, the wife, and miserable presentation of the man in the reflecting media. These three things together is called as husband. So husband is not like Brahman one, but the three factors come together, create an illusion, and that is the jiva. So similarly, Paramatma expressing through the Panchakoshas as somebody, these three factors together is called as the jiva. Now if we remove the mirror, what happens to the reflection? Does it go anywhere? And when we again put the mirror, is it the same reflection which has come or different? And if we remove the mirror, no reflection, is there any loss to me? I am the same. Exactly the same way. The childhood body mirror has gone. The child also gone, but I continue to be. Then the teenage mirror created a teenager. The teenage mirror gone. The teenager gone, but I continue to be. It is here only in Vedanta Shastra we are told what is the meaning of a jiva. Nowhere they tell you. Because their market will go down. See, if you do this thing, you will go to hell, do this thing, then you do this dan, you do this dharma, you give this thing, charity, then you will be going to the heaven. See, friends, no, you are divine. Whether you want or you don't want, you are divine. Whether you know or you do not know, you are divine. But we insist, suffer. See, therefore, bhavati bhavarnava tarane navaka. To get out of this relative world, only wisdom can help. See. And one more aspect of the wisdom is very simple. Attachment is an illusion. See? Attachment is not real. We are not attached to anything. Just discover this truth. We have given up our childhood body, we are not attached. Given up teenage body, we are not attached. Given up middle-aged body, we are not attached. So we are not attached to these three bodies. How can we be attached to the old body? And if we are going to sleep, what happens? We detach ourselves from the body identification. See? Now go still deeper. This example I gave you probably. Our vision illuminates everything, not attached to anything. Ears illuminate all the sounds, not attached to any sound. Mind have all kinds of thoughts, good and bad. Mind is not attached to any thought. We, the pure conscious self, support waking, dream, deep sleep and samadhi. We are not attached to anything. Meaning, non-attachment is our essential nature. Attachment is an illusion. Only you have to come to discover this, that's it. See? Bhavati bhavarnava tarane nauka. Then we will be living like any normal person. But the difference will be, we will not be influenced by all the things which are happening in the life. See? One of my friend in some ashram, he adopted a child at the age of 5 or 7 and he trained him to become a hearer for him. Therefore, he was taught Sanskrit and Vyakaran and then scriptures, chanting, puja, poti, everything, so that he can take over that ashram. And when that boy was about 18 or 20, that age, I was there. It so happened that boy suddenly died. So all what he has done has gone to dogs. All the villagers came. And when the villagers came, my friend started crying like mad. And all the villagers, they become wise. Maharaj, you only taught us who is born, jatasya hi dhruvam mrityu dhruvam janma mritasya cha. So now don't cry, nothing can be done, we are with you, don't worry, we will get somebody. And my friend was crying like mad. After some time, he says, Swamiji, come with me, I can't live, I had to die also. We went to his room, he closed the room. He said, now you will take tea or coffee? Hey, I said, what happened? He said, Swamiji, when I was crying there, all wise people were advising me. If I don't cry, then I have to advise all those people and make my life miserable. Therefore, Karnataka, live in this world in such a manner as if it is real, like we are doing now, as if we are listening to change. See? Try, my friends. Therefore, we all have to go through various experiences, and every experience of ours is our guru. If we learn from our experience, we don't have to go in search of anywhere, anybody. See, the word Sadguru, Sat means yourself, nothing else. See, Sadgurus are not many. Like space are not many, space is one. Airs are not many, air is one. Waters are not many, water is one. The fires are not many, fire is one. The earths are not many, earth is one. In the same manner, Paramatma is one and his eternal presence, that is the Sadguru. Surrender to him. See? Or else we'll get entangled in so many things and get lost in that. Therefore, Bhavati Bhavarnava Tarane Nauka. Now comes the 15th verse. Jatilo mundi lunchita kesha kashayambara bahukrita vesha pashyannapi na cha pashyati mudha udara nimittam bahukrita vesha. Now this is for the Babajis. Jatilo, long jata. Mundi, completely shaven off. Lunchita kesha. There is one sect. In that sect, the spiritual practice is, they don't shave, they uproot their hair. See? Their idea is, the more you go through the tortures, all your sins are removed. So, lunchita kesha. Then, kasha yambara bahukrita vesha. Our dress is kasha yambara, bahukrita vesha. Now, this is all the makeup. Then, Pashyannapi na cha pashyati mudha. What for you have done all this thing? See? Udara nimittam bahukrita vesha. Then we start institutions, ashrams, schools and colleges and all that. What for you left everything? And where you are entangled in this world? See? Nowhere in our scriptures it is told that the sannyasi should engage themselves in schools, colleges, hospitals. Nowhere it is told. See? No society tells that you please start a school. It is our own khujli that we start. I'll tell you one example. This happened in Bidar, north part of Karnataka. And I was standing in my friend's gallery, very nice place, and wide expanse in the front, small hillocks. So one retired Air Force officer, he was there, he came and he asked me, Swamiji, do you see that small hillock there? There is only one tree and nothing else and like that? I said, yes, I see that. That is my property. I said, very good. Now, he told me, you should start an ashram there. You don't worry about everything. I will arrange everything, every funds and everything, but you start it. I said, when you are doing everything, why should I start it? You do it. Wonderful. No. Our idea is, when there ashram is there, you are there, then we can come any time and take your darshan. I said, why don't you tell me that you want a free watchman there? So you can come any time and do it. Udara nimittam bahukrita vesha. See, friends, any desire, there cannot be a good desire or a bad desire. If you study Ashtavakra Gita, if you study Yoga Vasishta, very clearly it is distinctly said, even the desire for liberation is also a bondage. No desire. Bhagavan Krishna tells what is the meaning of meditation for a man of steady wisdom. Yada sarve pramuchante kama yaste hrudi shritaha athamartyaha amruto bhavati atra brahma samashnute. This thought of Kathopanishad is borrowed by Bhagavan Krishna in 2nd chapter of Gita. See? When Arjuna asked this question, Sita pradnisya ka bhasha samadhistasya keshava sitadhi kim prabhasheta kimasita vrajita kim. Then Bhagavan says, Prajahati yada kaman sarvan partha manogatan. Yada manogatan sarvan kaman prajahati. When a person entertains zero desires of any kind, See? Atmannevatmana tushtaha. There is nothing to be done or undone in life. Etad buddhva buddhiman syat krutakrutyasya bharata. Life stands fulfilled. Nothing to do, nowhere to go. Nothing to achieve, nothing to protect. See? Therefore, pashyannapi nacha pashyati mudaha. What for we have taken to this spiritual path? See, friends, you will go and see in Himalayas many places, you go there. They leave the place and now you want to go to Himalayas. Friends, this is the trick of Maya or the mind. If you really want to understand real spiritual life, wherever you are, whenever you are, whatever you are, be 100%. We don't have to change the place. We don't have to wait for the time to change. We don't have to change the people around us. Wherever you are, whenever you are, whatever you are, learn to be 100%. You have done all spiritual life. If you are cooking, be 100% in that. If you are washing, be 100% in that. That's it. See, friends, samsara begins when time, space and object, these three things are created. In deep sleep, no place, no time, no object. Therefore, deep sleep is liberation without understanding. See, friends, is a temporary liberation. Then, angam galitam palitam mundam dashan vihinam jatam tundam vruddho yati gruhitva dandam tadapina munchati asha pindam. Now this is the story of our old people. Angam galitam, the whole body is hanging. Then palitam mundan, there is a deforestation. Then dashan vihinam jatam tundam, there is a complete freedom from the teeth. And then vruddho yati gruhitva dandam, we start with a stick in the hand, we can't even walk properly. Tadapina munchati asha pindam, and yet the desire burden is still maintained. I want to do this, I want to do that. Arey Baba, stop it. Who is making us miserable is the virus desire. We are not yet still recognize the urgency of this truth. One day a person asked me this question, Swamiji, we have understood, but we are not able to practice. What is the reason? I said, the reason is, I'll tell you a story. All my answers are through stories. I said, once it so happened, I called the fire brigade and I asked a question. Hey, how are you, dear? I had no chance to call you, but you must be doing well. How many kids you have got? How they are doing? Come on, man, what you want? What happened? No, my house is on fire. Could you get some time to drop it? Will we say like this? We'll say, hey, my house is in fire, come. We'll not even give our address. Because urgency. We have no urgency to know the truth. See, friends. And therefore, all difficulties. See, friends. Therefore, angam galitam palitam mundam dashan vihinam jatam tundam vruddho yati gruhitva dandam tadapina munchati asha pindam. Till the last moment, I want this, I want that, I want this, Hare Ram, Ram, Ram. Relax. Withdraw from the world. See, there was one old man. He was on their deathbed, not yet dead. So his children, 3-4 of them, they were around him. And the doctor told, now it's a question of only few moments or maybe few hours. That's it. So all the sons and relations came and they were discussing. Our dad is such a great man of this city. So what we can do, we'll take him by the helicopter to the cremation ground. One son said, hey, who will see then? He will go by helicopter. No, no. We should take him in a big, nice truck. We'll make it nice, decorated. But who will be seeing him? No, no, not like that. Okay, we'll take a limo, and in that we'll take, so that people can see some great person is being taken. And no, it will be like that. Finally, that dead man, that person who was not dead, he was still alive and listening. He said, "Don't waste money, I'll walk down." Tadapina munchati asha pindam. See, friends, how much we are involved in this world. Enough is enough. We have to draw a line in our life. Thus far, not further. There is no end to it. Therefore, agre vanye prushte bhanu ratro chubuk samarpita janu karatala bhiksha tarutala vasa tadapi na munchati asha pashaha. This is the average grahastha. Now this is the tapasvi log. Agre vanni, in front fire, and prushte bhanu, backside is the sun, and they are sitting in a circle which is having fire all around, and in the center during the summer they sit. What tapasya is going on? And winter, no clothes, and ratro chubuk samarpita januma. That means they will be putting their hands together and hands and their things on their janu, on their knees. In this way they will be sitting. But they will not put on warm clothes. Why? Tapasya. See, if you want to know tapasya according to Bhagavan Ramana Maharshi, very simple. Ahamapetakam nija vibhanakam mahadidam tapo ramana vagyam. The real tapasya is when you give up your ego. See? Because what is tapasya? Willingly giving up something is tapasya. So although it is hot, but we don't want AC, we have given up. Although it is cold, we don't want to put on warm clothes, we have tapasya. So we have given up something. Now what is that we should give up really? Our ego. Ahamapetakam. That by which our ego is dissolved, that is the highest tapasya. See, friend. Otherwise, till the last moment, I, it never goes. So, agre vanni prushte bhanu ratro chubuk samarpita janu karatale bhiksha tarutala vasaha. Eating only whatever comes in the hand and staying below the tree and all that. And yet the virus of desire is still operating in them. You want to see this thing? You can go to these Kumbh Melas. You can see all that. In Ujjain Kumbh Mela, there were two tapasvis sleeping on the iron thorn beds. And one of them, he got out and he said, "Hey, I am searching how to fix a mosquito net here. There are too many mosquitoes. You are sleeping on a iron bed and you are worried about the mosquitoes." See? Tadapina munchati. If you want to sleep, then sleep in your house. Why? You have to show to the people that I am doing tapasya. See, friends, our spiritual practice should be such that nobody should know that we are walking the spiritual path. It is a secret thing. We don't have to show to the others. See? Otherwise, the moment somebody comes, no, relax. See? Tadapine munchati asha pindam. Then the other type of people. Kurute ganga sagar gamanam rata paripalanam athava danam jnana vihina sarvamatena bhajatina muktim janmashatena bhaja govindam. We go to the holy places. Kurute ganga sagar gamanam. Once I went to Ganga Sagar, the Panditji there asked me, a Bengali Panditji, Swamiji, they say, Sabhi Tirtha bar bar, Ganga Sagar ek bar. Why so? I said, because you are here. They don't want to come again. Kurute Ganga Sagar. Then Vrata Paripalanam, Ekadashi, Dvadashi, Chaturdashi, Shivratri. On this day I don't eat this, on that day I don't eat this thing. Vrata Paripalanam, Danam. You go to these places, there you will be seeing There are people who are sitting there to receive dhanam, but they exchange also. If you have got 10 rupees, they will exchange. We can give you 10 paisa, but this much percent will cut down. See? Dhanam. In one place I went with one lady. There they were distributing chapatis to the beggars. So she says, Swamiji, I want to do. I said, Amma, don't do this. These are professional. Don't waste your money and time. No, I want to do it. So they were about 100 of them. So you have to purchase 100 chapatis. So 100 chapatis will cost 100 multiplied by 10. This is too much. Then don't give. Give only whatever you want. No, I want to give to all. I said, then what can I do? I will not give you money. She said, I'll do one thing. I'll take 25 chapatis, cut them into 4 pieces and give everybody. I said, your choice. She did it. Nobody took it. We don't want. Somebody, what should I do? I said, no, you eat. Sit in the line and eat. Why they are not taking? I said, you ask them. So they say, we don't take, that's it. Then we ask that person from we purchase. He said, Mataji, these chapatis are recycled. The beggars know about it. When the people give chapati, we sell to the persons for 10 rupees per chapati. They return it back to us and they get 5 rupees per chapati. And the same recycling goes on. And we go and do their dhanam. See, America is thinking about recycling. India is original in recycling everything. Even charity is recycled. Like here, the garlands of the Bhagwan are recycled. Is it in Kalka garland, Parsu? Keep it in the AC and bring it next day. Therefore, Kurute Ganga Sagar Govindam Vrata Paripalan Adhava Dhanam Jnana Vihina Sarvamatena Bhajatina Muktim Janmashatena. Ultimately, you have to know who you are. See? One thought I'll tell you from Yoga Vasishta. Be very attentive. In the dream of Brahmaji, we are all different characters. When Brahmaji's sleep is over, this dream gets complete. Thereafter, where the dream characters go? First step, second step. Our world is mother, father, brother, husband, wife, Indian, non-Indian, Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra, rich, poor. And when we go to sleep, there we create our world. In our world also, there are so many characters. Fighting with each other, giving ashirwad, doing japa, going to the temple, everything. That creation of our dream is valid till we are not awake. The moment we awake, where all the friends, enemies from that have gone, they have gone nowhere because they never existed. In the same manner, be attentive. In our waking world, there is another world. Mother, father, brother, sister, husband, wife, where are they? They are only in the mind. A person gets married to a girl, in his mind, she is no more a girl, she is a wife. Then he gets divorced. Now the lady is still there, but she is no more my wife, that's it. What has happened? Where is the relation? They are nowhere. And these non-existing entities is the samsara. When we take them as real. So like when Brahmaji wakes up, the whole world is dissolved. When we wake up, then our dream world dissolves. In the same manner, when we wake up from this waking dream, everything disappears. See? Then we will not get lost for small little things. He said like this, he said like that, forget about it, yeah. Don't give too much importance. Therefore, Sura Mandira Taru Mula Nivasaha, Shayya Bhutala Majinam Vasaha, Sarva Parigraha Bhoga Tyagaha, Kasya Sukham Na Karoti Viragaha. if you are able to maintain your life with minimum requirements, don't get involved too much with anything or anybody. See? Travel light. In the same manner, live lightly in this world. What is our burden? Our burden is the past memories and future worries. These two things, past worries and future memories, rather past memories and future worries, they have no place when we are in deep sleep. And therefore we are happy. And for this I told you this technique, don't talk to yourself. So future worry stopped. When we talk to ourselves, we talk about the future. Like if you are talking to yourself, what you will be talking? After the satsang is over, I will go home and somebody is coming. I have not prepared food. I think on our way, I will buy something from the Pizza Hut and give to them. Satsanga going on. Future. And when we talk to others, past. Recognize these two channels. And therefore, before we talk to others, ask a question. Is it necessary to talk? Similarly, don't talk to yourself, your future is blocked. This is called as a waking sleep. Bhagavad Gita. Ya nisha sarva bhutanam tasyam jagrati sayyami yasyam jagrati bhutani sa nisha pashyato munehe. Pashyato munehe, for the wise man, this appearance of the world is not taken as real, but he is awakened to the divine nature. An ignorant person take this relative world as real and is sleeping to his own divine nature. Therefore, in the next verse, Yogarato va bhogarato va sangarato va sangavihinaha yasya brahmani ramate chittam nandati 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 eva. He who is thus abiding in the truth, then for him all your rules and regulations have no meaning. See, when I don't drive the car in your country, your traffic rules are not applied on me, is it not? Simple. In the same manner, when I don't live in this relative world, then yogaratova bhogaratova. Whether such a great master is sitting in meditation or enjoying the things in this world. Sangarato va sangavihina, whether he is associated with the whole town, Sadguru Maharaj ki jai, or he is all alone, Sangarato va sangavihina. Yasya brahmani ramate chittam, he who is abiding in the divine. Then what is the sign? Nandati, nandati, anandati eva. Is ever happy, ever happy, ever happy. So what is the spiritual practice according to Bhaja Govindam? Be happy. See? And for being happy, only understanding is required. For becoming happy, some supports are required. If I want to become happy after taking food, then the food should be good. If I want to become happy for going for a walk, then somebody is required to go. See? But for being happy, nothing is required. Because you are divine bliss. Therefore, being is knowing the truth. You cannot know the truth without being the truth. Nandati, nandati, nandati eva. See, we are in the 20th verse. The crux of the whole Bhaja Govindam is be happy. Give it a try. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.